Hello. Yep, I am live. This is Dr. Mia Lueth. It is 3:16 p.m. Eastern USA time, New York, and it is August 15th, 2025. Uh, I did have some funds that I could use for certain things like a better microphone and other equipment. However, yeah, I have to multitask here. I have a situation that unfortunately just popped up, but I didn't want to put this off. Okay, so yeah, I had to use some of it for some medical equipment not covered by anyone, and yeah, um I have some things, so I'm gonna have to wait. It won't take long, but I'm gonna have to wait on getting better equipment. And I am also working to make sure that I project my voice enough because I know that with ambient sound, um, it might not be coming through. So I'm hoping that I can speak loud enough for that. There's there's some things. I mean, I do. I have. I don't have the ability right now to drive, and with my medical condition getting worse, it's probably not a good idea that I do that. Um, so there's some things I. I mean, I don't really want to argue with people about scripture because, quite frankly, you can ask the Holy Spirit to be with you while you're reading it and help guide you through it, uh, which is probably a good idea. Um, Certain interpretations, yeah, there's quite a few of them. I know cherry picking, and also when I say I'm Jewish law, I'm not held to Jewish law. You understand? Some people get confused about that, but the law of the land, like the United States laws, okay, there's barely anyone who is above those laws. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, barely. I'm not saying there aren't. I'm saying yes, vast majority subject to human law. Right? That's just a fact. So you know, if I'm promoting music, like I do, I've been doing that since I was a young kid. Yeah, a lot of times it was, yeah, getting people to listen to 98 Rock, and that radio station's been around for almost as long as I've been alive. It's still going. But I also like to, kind of turn people on to music and bands that they may never heard of. So, some people want to say mainstream, but they didn't start out mainstream. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? All right. Um, Good Lord. I got fake Jeremy Renner on here. Yeah, I'm getting hit up with all kinds of fake accounts. Yeah, it's a shame. But I am planning on alerting people. I've already alerted some people. Yeah, some celebrities. I got fake Blake Shelton. I know. I'm like, yeah, I have to let some of them know that kind of thing. But I have to read something while I'm trying to get through this because I'm not gonna have time later. So excuse me if I just kind of like stare off. Um, What's your first benefits? Okay, I know you might be wondering. Okay, so I just need to reply. Yeah, this is me. I'm not as quick. I'm Generation X. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I'm picking up pace with my thumbs, but the very first time that I got a smartphone, I had to go to the hospital for thumb issues. It started giving me carpal tunnel. You get older. So yes, there's some people much faster than I am, but I can get it done. All right. Uh, so I'll be honest with you. God has never ever attempted to stop me from learning anything. Anything. Not evolution, not science, not humans, not anything. So quit yelling. Okay? Like, I don't think it's up to some of you. There's some people who like you're getting online. I'm hoping it's not AI. Some of it, AI has a pattern. Okay, but there's more than one AI. Right. Well, it is an issue because it's stealing people's intellectual property. Is what's fucking happening. Okay, you can't deny it. Okay, I don't turn a blind eye. And if people don't like that, I could care less. Okay, but you don't want to listen to the truth. See, you want something to fit you. Okay, so there are people like with the Masons and the Templars and blah 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 Illuminati, right? There are times when people like to do things anonymously, or people don't understand certain things. So, and plus, a lot of it is none of your business. Okay, it like uh, I don't know where this is coming from, but I pray that the Holy Lord Jesus and all those who are good and point to good and who live love and just love, even without reciprocation. Right, rise up, please. Hold the line. Let's find out where these sources are. Master. Jeez, Christmas. So yeah, there's been a few things going on that aren't lawful, especially not food stamp fraud. Now I got to be honest with you, if on occasion, because you have a serious illness and you want to go get your nails painted or something, okay, but some people are committing fraud, snap, EBT fraud, and you are because if you're spending $400 on the weekend for all kinds of luxury shit, and you don't work. Well, then what do you need the $300 for SNAP for in the state of America? You don't. Okay. Okay. Into what we were discussing. Yeah. This popped up and it was really important. I don't like to do this, but it's a day in the life. This is also my documentary and my diary. I was doing my public diary over at WordPress, at Singing from the Crease at WordPress. That's still there, but now because of certain things, I do tend to text less because when I start getting tremors or movements that don't stop, it becomes harder for me to do certain things and hold on to things. So yeah. Well, that's the other thing is, by his stripes we are healed, right? But what I'm saying is, I've not been cured of anything, okay? And some of you get online and you want to tell me what to do. You're not my boss. You're not my dad. You're not any of it. And no, they aren't gods to me. But the members felt there was religious because members. Oh, I got brief history. Interpreted. Oh, okay. That sounds right. Yeah. So I am. I have been an anomalous. They call him, anomalous researcher since I was a little kid. You know, I watched PBS. I read books. Always interested in Stonehenge, the pyramids, certain Easter Island, certain things that right that happen in the sky, all that kind of stuff. Um, so I did eventually get my PhD. I got it when I was 50. It took me a little while, but I was taking care of my family. Okay, you got some kind of problem with that? And don't be sticking me in the, oh, you're a leftist or you're a rightist or you're the, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm the Antichrist. Okay, you can demonize me all you want. You can call me names all you want. I happen to be interested in the welfare of all the children in this world. All of them, despite religion, despite what they look like. So I'm getting help. But I would like to thank the Rosicrucians, though. I know I did that once, but I'm just telling you that I appreciate it. I'm very much like them. I do try and follow along in the instruction. I didn't have $150 at all to become a member, but um, you know, it's it's a long journey. 777. Uh, life is, and yeah, I mean, I do kind of. I'm trying to locate a way right now to try and see if I can find a walker so that I don't bust my face because my feet keep turning in when I'm trying to walk, and that happens. So what I have is a Parkinsonism. I also have osteoarthritis, and yeah, so and then some other skin conditions. So I'm just constantly at doctors and blah 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 blah. So I'm boring these days. Okay, me when yeah, yeah, okay. You. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying to you, to people. If you need to cut this, like you can, but you cannot change the meaning. You understand? Like anything that is on this channel, you may use like as a teaching implement. Fair, it's fine. Okay, as long as I get credit, and as long as you have not changed the meaning of what I said. Uh, and okay, so right. There are some things. I mean, I don't tend I don't generally tend to put a lot of stock in the general public's thoughts about certain things because most of you aren't specialists. Most of you watch like a 15-minute thing on YouTube and you think you're an expert. So like I said, I've been anomalous researching since I was a child on my own time and dime. Now, there's proof of that if you go over and look at my written diary online. I'm a very open person that way. I try not to block people on any of my, I do have to make sure you're being respectful to others. Anyway, I try and give people chances to state their thoughts and ideas and be who they are. But I recently have had to stop some people, and I've had to, yeah, block some people recently. And a few of them I had to block and report, okay? Because uh, it's just hard to explain right now. But basically, I needed to come on here and say, I don't owe anybody anything. And the world doesn't owe you anything either. Right. And some of us are intelligent and we prefer to get many different perspectives before we even open our mouths or write about a subject or whatever. So, yeah. But when it comes to music, I mean, I've been pushing music for a really long time. Lots of different kinds of music. I happen to. Oh, I know. I listen to the Devil's music. Rock and roll. Oh no. Some of you have completely misinterpreted Holy Scripture too, by the way. So yeah, but the pursuit of forgiveness and money, and yes, humans at a rapid pace, and the human species. Okay, so yeah, I admit it. I'm a human being. You're gonna tell me it's none of my business what you do to your children, and I'm gonna tell you if you do certain things to your children in front of my face, then I'll go to jail. If that's what it takes, if that's the punishment for stopping you. Okay? The little children of this world didn't ask for any of it. Uh, so, but that's basically what I'm getting at is if you know you have certain tendencies, well, get yourself a freaking sponsor or turn yourself in to law enforcement and maybe you can get some, some kind of, yep, healthcare treatments, whatever, man. Children are not for sexual activities. I will stand by that statement for all eternity if that's what it freaking takes. Well, I think I like it. I mean, like I miss out on a lot of music these days. I mean, I have to squeeze it in. I do it because there's no way. Right, I'm gonna go without it. Ice hockey, yep, that. Okay, I try and keep track of my ice hockey team, and I check in with the National Hockey League ever so often, and that's why I'm grateful for some of the social media, especially when it comes to X, because I can just put like several different what do you call them, streams or whatever, uh, and quickly check in with the National Hockey League and the American and some of the KHL and others, yes, that are around the world. I have so much base foundation knowledge, so it's really quick. I can catch up quickly, but there's at least 100 things I'd rather be doing with my life and whatever's left of it. But this is too important. Let me see. Yep, this is true. Yes, I understand completely. But yeah, there's some people, fake celebrities, and like others who may not be fake celebrities. Okay, you are being far too pushy. Now, you may not care about my health, and you may not care about anybody but yourself and what you want, but I don't care. Their dudes will not tangle with me. Okay. Oh yeah, I mean I'm seeing it on the streets. Snap card fraud. Anybody who can spend $500 on things like hair, tanning, all this other kind of shit. You understand? You don't need SNAP benefits in the state of Maryland. Okay. Like the US government knows for sure what my yes situation is. And I was told by the US government I can't work. But I do volunteer. I do this. I push music for free. I try and I try to start a ministry to help people locally around here because they don't know how to plan for nothing. And I do. Because I've got the skills in real life and the college degrees. I have both. So if you want to disrespect me, okay, I will get the highest power involved, which is what I've done. Okay? Oh, boy, baby corn. Hang on. Yeah, this is. I don't have like the best tech, but whatever tech I have, I'm grateful for. Some people think that just because they flatter me, I'm supposed to. Uh, Nobody has control over certain things. Yeah, nobody. There's so much crap on YouTube. I mean, it's harmful. It is. Yes, it is. I don't really listen. I don't approach things the way 98% of humans do. And that doesn't make me wrong in any way whatsoever. Okay, so, I put time in. I try to encourage people who do go to work. I try and give people ideas about organization. I try and put the things that I know that are helpful online so that, great, it's free, especially for people who can access the internet but can't, access other things. Do you understand? I do some of this for fun and also for people who are stuck in their houses or stuck in hospitals or wherever and you right can't really go out much because of health or medical reasons. Uh, so that you have company doing that. I put stuff up. Now, anybody wants to do open the box, like I know I mentioned it to one Republican. They probably wouldn't know exactly what I'm getting at. But Bare Naked Ladies and some Bare Naked Ladies fans probably know a little more about Open the Box. But I do have some of it right online, and also some of it's on the Wayback Machine. Wayback Machine has old uh, sites there. What do you call them? Like archived. Yeah. So there are some things that are just unacceptable coming through my DMs. I will only use WhatsApp and Google Chat. Okay, so I'm not gonna buy anybody's fan card. I don't need a credit card. And baby boomers. I respected my elders, but now it's time some of you respect me and everyone else. Because I've been through a hell that none of you have. And there are a lot of people complaining about their damn lives when, quite frankly, you're living in fucking heaven compared to me. Yeah. So yes, I'm reading some things online, but yeah, this is what I'm getting at. Let me pull something up here. I'm going into my I don't know where you people all got that all rock and roll is from the devil. I mean, do you have any idea how many people who make metal music or rock music who have either accepted Jesus or at the very least, right, believe in God? Judging, make judgments all over freaking the place. It is just enough is enough. Okay, so like yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I get, I mean I got fake. What's his face over here? Mike Rowe. Okay, Mike Rowe. He came from Maryland. A lot of people know him. Dirty Jobs. He's done a lot. He's got a project going on. Help people, yeah, young people how to, you know, work, find work, learn things, right, do that kind of stuff. And when I said, okay, well, we'll go over to WhatsApp, and the very first photo. So I'm going to find the first photo. Okay. Yes, I am an actual PhD holder. I have 2 master's degrees. I have 3 bachelor's degrees, and I have 1 associate's. And I started working when I was 13 years old. I'm 53, people. Looking young is not that great sometimes. And you're not walking around in my shoes, so I prefer you say nothing. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go over here to Mike Rowe, who sent a photo over. Yeah, it was deleted. The photo was deleted. Okay, great. See, that's a picture of Mike Rowe there with the dog. But before that, another photo popped up. I said, it certainly was not Mike Rowe. So I put on there, hi there, you don't resemble Mike Rowe in the slightest. And then finally, oh, he's my brother. Well, I know Mike Rowe's brothers too, and it might have been a brother from another mother. But a lot of it is just entirely too, right, suspicious. It's like bad grammar. I understand typos every so often, but this is, yeah, you know, the English is so incorrect. Right. So, you know, people want to talk to me on the phone. This is a recent picture of me. People keep asking for pictures of me. Well, you might be trying to read my picture. To many, I'm unreadable, okay, on purpose. Okay, this is what I used to look like with long hair. And that was about 2 years ago or so. Yeah, but then, you know, they barely give me a minute. I barely get a minute. I barely get 60 seconds. And then, like, question mark, why haven't you answered me? And, like, what the fuck is your problem, man? I happen to be a fan of Falling in Reverse. I happen to be a fan of, like, heavy metal. I can't really. I am death metal on occasion. It's just not my thing. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, most metal. I don't know. Old metal, new metal. What the fuck? I don't give a shit about genres. I don't have to do it your way. I try and put like music and musicians and people right on my uh, social media so that people can explore some new stuff or some people. Hang on. Hope you're having a pleasant day. Yeah, I know, and then some of them I happen to know, like where they are and what they're doing because they're official, for real. You know, managers or themselves do their own social media, and I'm like, I'm getting answers like, no, I know that's can't be you, fake celebrity, because I know where that celebrity is. A lot of that stuff gets put out, yeah, by official channels. So spiritual and moral values. All right, now I get another freaking pile of crap coming at me. Yeah, so, oh yeah, and I don't know how many freaking accounts Elon Musk has, but holy cow. Okay, if I don't want to talk about my dead children and dead family anymore, and you don't like that, I don't care, man. And if the United States of America government over there wants to keep an actual, real, certified genius in their country, I suggest you pay attention to me. Because I've seen some shit in your police training having to do with ICE and ERO or DRO or whatever the hell you call them now. That, right, puts a lot of people's lives in danger, including those people for the most part. It's not just other people, it's them. It was highly unacceptable what I saw with my own two eyes as a contractor. These people under pressure would snap like twigs. Better training. Um, it's time for you to level. Okay, try to save me. I know. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Save it. Oh, what the hell? I'm in for trying. But I got too many signs the other way. Right. All science is lies. It's a false statement. Some of you are falsely accusing people all over the place online. And if you don't have the right kind of evidence that would fly in a court of law so that the prosecutor would actually be like, yeah, we have enough, then you can be sued by the people you're trash talking, bad mouthing, and accusing of shitty stuff. um, so this is basically 34 minutes of me. But yeah, sometimes I also do this so I can get some shots for my my documentary, because there's like little pauses and things like that. But anybody opened a box, okay? Like, yeah, bare naked ladies and right. I'll never send something over to one Republican video. Oh yeah. Well, they're busy making music, which is good with me. I don't care. All right. But just for fun. Okay? Anything in here is educational because I am, yes, completely qualified. I'm also completely certified, actually certified as a paranormal investigator. Unlike many of you who don't understand the physics, the psychology, the ecology, or any other kind of crap. You just running your mouths. Well, all I can say is I think everybody should check your own social media and look at it and think, would my grandchildren laugh at me or think it's cringe or be embarrassed by me? Okay. So yeah, I'm having to report some of this stuff. And some's going to law enforcement. Cybersecurity and yeah, sometimes I don't know which one does it, NSA, I don't know. But I get it over there to some government, yeah, law enforcement. They tend to send a lot of it just directly to the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and then they can like decide which, yeah, department or whatever handles it. But, and we care for. Okay, well that's good news. But I mean, I'm being asked the same questions over and over again, and so you people living in some Shangri-La, some of you, and you want to bully and harass a female who has two illnesses that lead to my death and are currently not curable, and who's autistic, and whose entire family is dead, who does a lot for free. You understand? And so you're bullying and harassing someone, and it is against the law. So I'm having every single source checked. You cannot hide. Okay? What are you doing? What's this? Is this AI doing this shit? Because it's unacceptable in every way. My civil rights been stomped on. My human rights been stomped on. People who don't have anywhere near the education or world experience that I have, opening their mouths as though for some reason they got control. Or they're my boss. Well, you're not. I don't even answer to the Pope. Unless you marry me or plan on employing me, you have no right to yell at me, to call me things that don't fit me. That's right. I'm a big old fucking bitch. And if there weren't bitches and assholes trying to keep you motherfuckers out of trouble all the goddamn time because you think you're greater than everyone else and that somebody owes you, well, you're wrong. Especially Gen fucking Z. No wonder you can't get jobs. Like, what the fuck? And the millennials just like, excuse me. No, you can't have it your way. And they, too, also not the lead generation. There are people who know. I do my homework. I know about the theories. I know. And the United States has never ever really disagreed with the fact that there are, right, they're called UAPs now, but yeah, UFOs. unidentified flying objects. There have been ufologists all over the planet for years and years and years and years. There have been anomalous researchers on the planet researching for years and years and years and years and years. And it's better we share information so that we can all have a better understanding. But yeah, the food stamp fraud is unacceptable. The disability fraud is unacceptable. Like I have people trying to tell me, here, let me teach you how to, convince a doctor that you can't. What? I'm like, I loved working and driving. Then some asshole tries to scam me out of shit. He didn't fit the profile, but I kept all of it and I handed it over. And then the FBI, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but get on these assholes because they are foreign nationals stealing from people in the United States who don't know any better. Knock it off. I know who's got the power. Okay. I mean, okay. Yeah. All right. I'm also looking at some of these, like, I got Jim Caviezel over here. You got, it's just, there's a lot. And some of them are absolutely fake accounts. All right. I run across a couple of fake uh, Daryl Dixons. Although Murphy McManus, he was Murphy McManus before he was Daryl Dixon. Yeah, Norman Reedus. He's my kind of weird. I'll tell you another one, my kind of weird. Gavin Rossdale. Like I've been a bush pusher since their first album. And for people to say that like they're like that's good music, and he knows how to sing for the music that he makes. So anybody has any comments about that, shut up because you're wrong. Okay, I don't like it. I don't agree with everything he says. I don't, but whether it's Bush 1X, Bush 2, especially his solo work, which he apparently was, I'm like, there's some good songs in there, Gavin. Really good songs. Right. I push music everywhere because music is for everyone, even deaf people. Okay, they can feel vibrations, things like that. So yeah, some of these fake accounts I've been messing with. Like some of them, oh, you gotta buy my fan card. I'm like, I'll be like, oh, I already have your fan card. Back and forth. Yeah, I'm like, screw you. All right, get out of here. Stay away from the children. I don't have to be nice to you if you can't stay away from the children. And like I said, what do I got to lose? It's already gone. My whole family's deceased. I'm currently, yes, considered dirt ass poor. And you know what? That means I got very little to lose. And if I gotta go searching, you better pray that law enforcement gets a hold of you before I do. That's what you pray for. Understand gratitude. It's not a fucking joke. Some of you people putting shit online that is not educational, and the people online, you need to know that. I've mentioned my credentials many, many times. There's proof of that all over the internet. And if you want to go check with Towson University and Harvard Community College, and yeah, quite a few others. You don't have any garbage or right to tell me what to do. I appreciate my Australian friends. I have quite a few Australian, yes, friends, by the way. Right. And I appreciate them. Okay, but some of them, it's like, I'm 100% sure you have misinterpreted scripture. Okay? It happens. But yeah, I'm not really sure why people think certain things. I don't. And yeah, unfortunately, some of these undocumented people, yeah, they are actually right committing crimes. It is, yes, some of it criminal law. I know. So I'm like, hey, what do you want me to tell you? She's just gonna say what she's gonna say. Yeah, Monty made it. I'm like, oh, check out the outfit. She got the like pinhead Angelique outfit on. And right, I mean, I'm not involved in much there, but yes, some of it is actual criminal. Yes. Okay. I'm not saying oh, but there's yes a lot of activity. Plus, it also right allows people who are trafficking other people, especially children, illegally in and out of countries. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Maybe you don't want to encourage that. And nobody from Mexico should be seeking asylum. All right, that's meant for like maybe Cuba or some of the war torn or right. You know what I'm trying to say? Why you don't know what you're talking about? And it's better to just stay quiet and learn and learn and learn and learn until you actually know what you're talking about. Hate me all you want. It doesn't matter which way it comes to me. Oh yeah, it is like fuel. The American medical system, healthcare system is so jacked up. I quite literally had to send some, vibes over there to United Nations and like, you guys want to check, put America on the checklist again. So I'm going to end this stream because I have some things to do, but I'm going to say what I say. And I do kind of have to like, I have to get a hold of YouTube because there's a few things that right, there aren't copyright issues, even though they're trying to tell me, right, they're not because I'm promoting someone else's music and giving them credit. And it's music that they put up on your YouTube for free. So I'm allowed to use it as long as I'm not saying it's my music. Now, of course, I make a documentary. I'm going to get, yeah, some official, hey, shoot, is it okay? Can I get permission? Can I? Right. I'm not allowed to promote people's music if it's free online on YouTube. So you are now hindering my rights. You want to look up the laws? Let's do that. Let's do that. Find them. I want a human being checking all of my social media. I have no faith in AI or whatsoever. It is a huge waste of time and it has caused harm. And you're just going to have to fucking get out of the river called denial. Now, you want the truth, people. You want just saying, I'm truth. I just want the truth. Well, you can have it. And it's been given to some of you, and you just don't want to accept it. And all my brothers who got taken down by a nasty freaking heartbeat. Yeah, bitch. Well, they can all see what you all look like now. So I'm leaving it to them. And trust me, I'm the nice one. Well, not anymore.